looking ahead of what is a huge match.
We've prepared well. Of course, Anthony didn't make it. Phil, of course, didn't make it. And Harry is just gonna jog up and down the sideline. I reckon he'll probably try to join in a little bit. But apart from that, we're looking quite good.
Hi, Ollie. How does this differ to 1999 in terms of the build-up, what you'll do this evening, how you'll spend tomorrow? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, of course. The difference is we flew Concorde to Barcelona. That was a horrible flight. So the flight yesterday was comfortable. Just got to the end of the season. This final's the last one. We have to go there and enjoy it. Of course, play as we've done. How we got here is team spirit, working together, and some quality moments in games, of course.
Aidan McGee.
Can you hear me okay? Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, just Ollie, just a question for you. Does this feel like it could be a gateway trophy for you if you win one like this? Maybe it could lead to many more. We've seen dynasties start in this fashion in previous eras, not just at Manchester United, but other clubs.
Yeah, of course. I think players when they get the taste of success, when they win trophies, win something, it can go two ways. It can go, we've done it now, and we can relax. Or as I've felt a few times, it just gives you more that feeling. You're hungry for more. You want it all the time. You want that feeling again with your teammates, with your club. So for this group of players, we've been working hard now for a year and a half together, and it's the next step for them now to enjoy a game like this.
Paul Hurst.
Hi, Ollie. Obviously making progress with United this season, but in terms of your own kind of self-belief, what would it mean to you to actually win a trophy and get one more on your CV, as it were?
Not about me. I've got enough self-belief, whatever circumstances I've been in. Quietly confident, as I've always said. Trusting the players. These players are ready for this, and that's the main thing. I've seen in them something growing inside of them, more and more confident, more and more robust, resilient to setbacks, and as a group, I'm confident that we're ready for this now.
Sam Luckhurst.
Hello, Ollie. I know you're not going to tell us what your team is, but have you found the selection process to be difficult with certain positions in terms of tough calls between one or two players?
Always difficult to leave players out, but it's throughout the whole season. A final is a reward for what you've done the whole season. Then, if there's a doubt between a couple, it's the form in the latter stages, of course. But we'll enjoy the last session, and the players will get the team tomorrow.
Dave McDonnell.
Hi, Ollie. You're obviously the favourites going into tomorrow. Villarreal are the underdogs. All the pressure, in that sense, is on you guys to win. How do you ease that pressure and that weight of expectation that's hanging over your players?
Every player who goes into a final has the expectation and pressure to win. You have to prepare to win. We plan to win. We expect to win. But I'm sure Unai feels the same with his team and his players and their players. So that's no different. It's been a long qualification to get here. And it's 50-50 when I get to a final. I feel, as I've said so many times now, confident in that we are ready for this. In a final, anything can happen. You can concede a goal in the first minute. You can get an injury, sent off. Anything can happen. So we just have to be ready for everything. That's the thing with a final. It's decided there and then.
Chris Wheeler.
Yes, hi Ollie. Obviously, you've made great strides this season, but for the season to be termed a success, do you have to win tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. You go into every game as the next one is the most important one, and this now is a final, which happens to be the end of a season, and you can define the season after tomorrow. So far, we've improved, but as you say, we'll all go home happy only if we win tomorrow.
Okay, we'll now take questions for Bruno and Luke.
Any questions, Mike, for Bruno or Luke?
For Luke, have you trained with Harry yet, and how important would it be to have him on the pitch with you?
Yeah, obviously Harry's here. He's travelled with us. We've obviously still got another session to go, so we'll see how he is. But obviously not too sure yet. We're hoping, he can be available, but the main focus now is for the players that are out there fit, to enjoy the session today and, be ready for the game tomorrow.
Rob Dawson.
A question for Luke and Bruno, if possible. Obviously, you got to the later rounds of the Europa League last year, but couldn't quite get over the line. Does the mood in the dressing room feel different a year on? Does it feel more positive around the squad?
Definitely, I think I was a bit unfortunate last season. I wasn't there, but I think definitely this season, especially now, there's, personally, in my opinion, there's much more confidence and much more belief in the squad that, obviously we're improving as a team, and obviously this is the next step tomorrow night to go out and show, that we're going in the right direction. And like I said, there's a lot of confidence and belief that, we're taking the right steps, and tomorrow is another step in the right direction.
Bruno?
No, obviously, I think Luke said everything. Is everything different? The team grow up a lot. We improve from the semi-final in Europa League. The team is getting better. Obviously, being the final is good, but to be perfect, we have to win tomorrow. And the dressing room is confident. We know what we have to do. But as the coach says before, it's 50-50. And tomorrow we have to play against a tough team, doing our best to go home happy.
Jamie Jackson.
A question to both players, please. I believe Sir Alex Ferguson is with the team at the hotel, etc. Are you expecting him to maybe speak to you? And if so, how could he help inspire you for this final?
Hugo?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't expect him, to speak to us. Obviously, we see him around the hotel at the moment a little bit, but I think within the team we got to inspire ourselves and focus on what we need to do as a group. And I'm sure we don't need people to inspire us for the game tomorrow. As much of a legend he is, I think inside our group we need to do that ourselves. And of course, I'm sat next to the manager now, and I'm sure he'll be doing that tomorrow. So I'm not too sure we'll see too much of Sir Alex tomorrow.
I think we have a coach who passed a lot of time with Sir Alex Ferguson, so I think everything he could say to us, he already knows, so he could pass that message for us. We trust our coach. The team is confident, as I said before. We trust ourselves. We know what we have to do. We work for an entire season together. This is our moment to enjoy this final and try to do our best. We train well the days before, and we have another day to train, and we prepare well the game. So it's make the job tomorrow, make it properly, but at the same time enjoy the moment, because being in the final is not for everyone, and we have to enjoy this moment.
Simon Peach.
Question for Luke. You said you were unfortunate not to be involved in the last Europa League run, obviously, due to injury. You've
You've been unfortunate a few times in your career, but today you've been called up into the England squad for the Euros. You're on the brink of playing for Man United in a European final. Just how happy are you? How special is this moment? How good could this week be for you?
Of course, the moment is special. Of course, very happy to be announced in the England squad again. Obviously, it's a 33-man squad and there's 26, so obviously when I get there, there's still work to do. Nothing's a given. You need to still, obviously show Gareth what I can do when I'm there, but, my focus right now is obviously on the training session coming up and, the final tomorrow. Nothing else is on my mind apart from that, and, like I said, I'm really looking forward to, getting out there and, hopefully being involved in a final and, just to be able to enjoy the game.
Charlie Wyatt.
Question for Bruno. How important is it that Manchester United win this trophy, and is defeat tomorrow unthinkable?
It's important for us winning trophies. As a players, we want to win. So for the club, we know we represent a big club. Trophies are part of this club. So it's important, of course. Everyone knows that, and the most important for us is doing what we have to do, what we train to do, and trying to win the game. That's it. It's a game of football. Everything can happen, but we can control some stuff on the game, and we will try to control that. And the most important, as I said, the team is growing up, is improving a lot, and tomorrow will be a signal also to more improvement. And of course, no one wants to lose. Lose is part of football, and you can improve from that, but we want to improve from winning trophies.
Laurie Whitwell.
Can I ask both players, how will you prepare for the game? Is it a case of relaxing a little bit, taking your mind off things, or do you study the opposition in depth throughout the day tomorrow? So how do you prepare for such a big game?
No, of course.
Tell the truth, Luke.
I think, I look around, everyone seems very relaxed, just sort of enjoying the moment, being there, being in the final. Obviously, we've not been in one for a while, so, that in that part, we just need to, enjoy the moment. And of course, I think the last couple of days, after, the great win against Wolves, we've studied them a bit, but, more on us. We need to focus on ourselves, and for us, the 11 players playing tomorrow, to all be ready to give everything to try and win this trophy and finish the season in a good way.
So as Lucas said, everyone is quite confident, is waiting for the game. I think more time pass, worse it is, because we want to play. If we could play today, it was better. But anyway, I think tomorrow we'll pass the time like we do normally. If we will do some videos, of course, we will study the opponent. We did it already, but of course tomorrow we do something more, I hope. And the most important is we know what we have to do, and everyone is confident, and we have time to think on the game. More important is rest, eat well, and be ready for the game. That's it.
Mats Arntzen.
Obviously got a manager who's got quite history in playing in European finals. What does he do to prepare you for this big night? Yeah, sorry. You obviously got a manager with quite a history playing in European finals. What does he do to prepare you for this?
Tomorrow, huh?
We prepare as we normally do for a game. Of course, it's a final, and everyone knows the importance of a final. But we've prepared as we have done normally. We're not gonna put any different pressure on the players, because every game you play for Man United is important. And if we suddenly change the way we prepare, it might change. We've had to do that lately anyway with all the games we've had a couple of weeks ago. But we prepare as normally as we can. And Bruno, we'll do some videos tomorrow. Don't worry about that.
Dave McDonnell.
Hi, sorry, it's just a question for Ollie. The 26th has obviously got a huge significance for you. Obviously, you scored the winner on May the 26th, 99. It's your birthday, the 26th. I think your wife's birthday as well. You got married that day. Are you superstitious at all about that? Do you see those kind of omens, everything aligning for you tomorrow?
To be superstitious when it's something negative, but when it's something positive, you you think that it's going to work in your favor. So I think it's going to be a good omen for us. But the players need to do the job. So then maybe we can honor Sir Matt's birthday with another win.
Simon Stone. No.
You've been at the club for quite a while now. You understand the pressures that come with it. What would it mean to Manchester United to win another European trophy?
We have 5 wins in Europe. We've lost twice to Barcelona. These are big nights for us. It might be the stepping stone for something better to come, bright future, because this team is a young team. It's a team that we've rebuilt over the last couple of years. So hopefully this is the start of something more. We know, of course, Sir Alex is with us. We know the 26th of May is Sir Matt's birthday, and but the players, when they sign for Man United, they sign to win trophies. They sign to accept the challenge of being the best, because this is the best club in the world. That's the pleasure of the pressure of Man United. That's something they are ready for, because they wouldn't have signed here if they weren't top players.
Paul Hurst.
So, question for Bruno, please. You're clearly an ambitious person, an ambitious player. Presumably this is one of the reasons that you came to Man United, to play in big games like this, to win big trophies like this.
As the coach said, we come to this club because we want to win, and doesn't matter if the club doesn't win for many years, the hunger to win and the hope to win is still there, and we want to do it. As I said before, trophies are part of this club, and we have to. I think everyone knows that. I think every player, when signed to this club, or when comes to the club, he knows he will come to fight for trophies, to win, trying to win, to be a better player. Because I think if you look to the history, and you have to look to the history of the club, you have to understand when you come here, the pressure will be there. But pressure is part of your life, not on football, but on everything. So I like the pressure. I like to work on pressure, and that's good for me.
Aidan McGee.
Question to both players, if I may. You've had some supporters back in recent games. You're going to have some tomorrow evening as well, albeit a reduced quantity. What difference will their presence make to you as players in a European final?
Yeah, I think, of course, it will be nice to welcome fans back in, to a big game like this. I was saying to the manager before this, we obviously wish it was full, but of course we had a bit of a taste of fans back, especially at Old Trafford, and even we only had 10,000, but the difference that made for everyone. You felt goosebumps when you first walked out. It was a really nice feeling to have them back. And of course tomorrow night will be the same. It will be very nice, not as much as 10,000 I don't think, United fans, but it will be very good to have some cheering us on, and hopefully tomorrow night we can give them a night to remember for a long while.
Oh, of course, as Luke says, we know our fans are important, because we have seen in last year, I think more than a year, football without fans is such a different sport, and have them back again, another game and a final is really good for us, and I hope they can enjoy it.
Okay, last 2 questions, Charlie Wyatt and then Simon Peach.
Hi, just a quick one for Ollie. You mentioned Sir Alex there. I mean, how important is it to have him around in terms of his aura and the benefits you get from that? And were you tempted at all to let him have a word with the players?
Yeah, he flew out with us yesterday. Some of us and some of the players, some of the staff went to see his documentary, or Jason's documentary about his dad, which was, I sat there thinking about this man and what he's done for the club. I'm sure Luke, sitting next to me, felt the same. And he's a special man, and he's like an encyclopedia of football. Even though I got him on a quiz question yesterday, so one of the players got the answer before him. I'm sure he's not happy with that, but just to have him round with when we eat in the restaurant, I'm sure the players, if they wonder about something, they can ask him, and he's always available for a chat, and because this is the club in his heart, and I hope he's going to enjoy it tonight as well, tomorrow night, because I have to say I owe most of my career to him and this club, so hopefully he'll enjoy the night.
Okay, last question, Simon Peach.
Ollie, I was going to ask about the goalkeepers, but I think you're not going to give me an answer, so I'll ask about what it means to have this chance at history on a personal level. You obviously scored that famous goal that secured the treble. You could now lead the club as a manager to a European trophy. Do you get a chance to take stock and think what an achievement this might be?
No, don't even think about that. Always think forward, always think focus on making the right decision for the club, making the right decision for the players, this team. Never think on my own CV, definitely not. That's never been on my mind at all. I need to pick a team that I need to pick players that deserve to play, of course, and you need to make sure the team is ready, and the coaches, they've been absolutely brilliant, and the players are ready for it. So just sit back and relax, and if you have to make one or two decisions tomorrow, you have to do it. If it's 10 minutes and Luke is sleeping on the other side, that's a problem for him.
Okay, we actually have just one more hand up, so Chris Wheeler, this is the...
Hello. Hi, Ollie. I was just going to ask you quickly, what was so bad about Concorde? And is there anything else that you've learned from 99 that you've kind of borrowed for the game tomorrow?
That Concorde flight was horrible. Sometimes I get seasick as well when when it just rolls you from side to side. I was sick and I had to go to the toilet. It was horrible. I think they got grounded not long after as well. So what I learned: trust your team, trust your gut instinct. Obviously, I'll tell the team, or especially the subs that are not starting, that they might have to play a big part for us, because it's happened before. And be disappointed, be angry with me, but be ready when you come on. And whoever starts, make sure you enjoy it, because it is you don't play too many finals in your life.
Okay, thanks guys.